Hello, my loves, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday wherever you are in the world. For those of you who are new, I am Hannah, and I am here to help you step into your power and really create a life that you absolutely love. Help you learn how to move from surviving into thriving and to do it on your own terms in a way that's most aligned for you. So welcome, and welcome to all the new subscribers. This channel, it's been really beautiful to watch it grow, and we're so happy to have you here. So today what we're going to be doing is, first I'm going to lead you through a mini little guided session to help clear away any anxiety, doubt, worry, fear. I know collectively we are going through that. That's just part of the human experience. So I want to share a little bit of that with you. And then after we do that, we are going to pull, just like we did last week, a couple power thought cards from Louise Hay. So my intention with this is that it will be a beautiful affirmation or affirmations for you to carry throughout your week. Okay, so we just invite spirit in to see what the best message is for whoever finds this. And guys, just so you know too, whenever you find this is just the right time. This is a timeless reading, so there's nothing, you don't need to be worried if you find this a year or two later, or if you want to come back to it whenever you find this is just the right time. And of course, feel free to check out the other guided sessions and readings I've done. Okay, and then we're going to be pulling an archangel oracle card. The angels really wanted to come through this week and give a message, so I'm excited to share this with you. So before we dive in, I want you to just get comfortable. Turn your phone notifications off. Just really set the intention that this is going to be time for you to really open up to some healing and to receive whatever guidance is best for you right now. Okay. And then I will be going through a few announcements at the end. So if you want to hear ways to work with me or what I have going on, different offers, they'll be at the end. Okay. But I want you to just right now center, get really focused. You can even lay down if you want, or you just sit up straight. I just want your spine straight to help facilitate the energy moving through you, okay? So just close your eyes, my loves. Place your hands over that beautiful heart center of yours and just breathe. Just take a nice deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. And then I want you to give a nice big sigh out. And notice how just with that one breath, you feel the tension beginning to melt off your shoulders. The tension just melting away, just with one breath. And let's just do a few more breaths here. Perhaps becoming aware of the sensations within your body, your heart beating, the sensations the breath makes, the different feelings as it moves through your body. Perhaps you notice where you are breathing. Where are you feeling the breath in your body? And anywhere where you're feeling perhaps a little disconnected from your body, or maybe some pain, some extra sensation, you can just lovingly send breath to that area. Okay. And I want you to think of whatever situation you are most stressed out about today, or maybe it's just your whole life. It's okay, I've been there, I understand. And I want you to just envision, as you breathe out, just handing it over. So hand it over to whatever you believe in. If you believe in a higher power, your higher self, your inner being, your soul, the angels, God, the universe, just handing it over to that higher power that you are one with, that you are connected with. Just handing it over. You can always come back to it, but we're just going to press the pause button on the worry, the doubt, the fear. And I'm just going to remind you of a few things that I'm sure you know, but it's easy to forget when we're swept away in fear, worry, doubt, anxiety, second-guessing ourselves. And I just want to remind you that your natural state is whole and healed. It is calm. It is trusting, it's relaxed. Your natural state is not stressed out and freaking out and confused and overthinking. It's not tight. It's not worrying yourself sick. It's not constantly looking for the solution. Your natural state is just relaxed and open. And so I invite you to just Really breathe in some openness into your body. Really notice how it feels to create space, especially if you're a woman. It's really nice to breathe through your yoni, right? Really breathe into that root and sacral chakra, okay? Really feel the breath expand in your womb. As women, that's where we create from. So as I was saying in the beginning, you can breathe into wherever perhaps you're feeling disconnected or wherever you're feeling extra sensation like pain. So just breathe into these different areas. And as you're doing that, really feel into the expansiveness and that feeling. And notice how light and free you feel when you are pressing the pause buttons on your worries. Notice how expansive and free and light and joyful and calm and relaxed you feel when you just focus on your breath and you take a moment to reconnect with your body. And you remember the beautiful truth that this openness is your natural state. And I just call on your higher guidance, your team of lights. I call on the angels. I call on the gods and goddesses. I call on the archangels. I call on the fairy realm, all the magic. I call on your intuition, your higher self, your soul. I call on the universe. I call on all beings of light to just be here with us and to bring through the cards whatever messages are going to be most beneficial for us today and this week, to really step into allowing to really create this space. And perhaps you're even having some loving thoughts come through right now, and I invite you to just trust those thoughts. Our intuition doesn't shout like our anxiety does. It whispers. And so when we are taken over, hijacked by fear, it's really difficult to hear the truth that's trying to come through for you. So the more you can become aware of your breath, of your body, of these sensations, the more you can consciously let go and release the anxiety, the fear, the worry, the doubts, the frustrations. The more you can step into this relaxed, open state, the more you're going to be able to connect with your intuition and the guidance that wants to come through for you. So I invite you to just ask a question. So whatever situation you're stressed out about or confused about, I invite you to just call on the divine guidance within you and just ask a question. Ask for whatever you're needing guidance in, and just detach from needing an answer right now. You may have a loving thought pop into your mind right away. Do not disregard it. Or you may find that as you go out throughout your day or your week, the answer just kind of comes to you. I want to remind you that when you ask it, it is given. So often we go through life so defensive, always looking, always searching, because we doubt that what we need will be given to us. And I want to remind you that you're always given the guidance. The guidance is always here for you. But so long as you're looking outside of yourself, so long as you're stressed and anxious and uptight, you're not really in a receptive space. You're not in a receptive space for it. So it's up to you to create the energy within yourself, whether it's taking 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days to connect with your intuition. It really doesn't matter. It can be as quick and easy as you want. The angels want me to remind you that it doesn't matter how you connect or how long you connect. It's more so how often you do it. So they want you to remember to frequently come back to this space of tuning within, knowing that the guidance is always there, knowing that you can always ask for guidance, you can always ask for a question, whatever information you need to know, but stay lovingly detached from what the answer will be or how it will come. Just know with certainty that it will come. You will receive the answer. The thing is, it's always inside of you. You already know. It's likely just that voice that you are disregarding because you're not hearing it, because it's quiet, or it seems too simple, right? It's always going to be something loving and uplifting. All right. So just breathing a little bit more, being open and receptive, enjoying how blissful it feels to just be present and let go and just give one nice big sigh out. It feels really good, doesn't it? Just to be more mindful and present. All right, my love, so it can be that easy. It really can be that easy. So coming back to your body, we're gonna pull some cards here. I would love to know down in the comments below, how did that feel? Just to take a couple breaths together and build a little more awareness. Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more at ease? And I set the intention that whatever cards come through are gonna be just perfect for whoever's tuning in, whenever you're tuning in, okay? So I'm going to pull an affirmation card for you here. Let's shuffle, see the ones that come out. I feel nice and relaxed now. Okay, so we got 2 here. My work is deeply fulfilling. Guys, I can't remember, but I'm kind of thinking this came out last week too. But this card's blue, so for me, this really, it really speaks to your throat chakra and also your third eye, like your intuition, really connecting with your own truth, which is basically what we just did. So it says here, my work is deeply fulfilling. And then on the back, the affirmation, the longer affirmation is, today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to an even more fulfilling and rewarding experience. Okay, so the thing that's immediately coming through with this for me is knowing that when one door opens, another, or when one door closes, another is automatically opened. Okay, so I know a lot of us are going through transition right now. I mean, the whole world is, right? So understand that if something's falling away, it is literally that you are being guided to something that will be more fulfilling. And just affirming that your work is deeply fulfilling. So for those of you who are not feeling fulfilled in your work, just start affirming this. My work is deeply fulfilling, and watch the magic that begins to unfold either where you're currently at or how you're led to something that's more fulfilling. Okay, today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. Okay, so not fearing any completion, any ending, but also knowing that if you're in something, and this could be work, this could be another, it could be a relationship, it could be another situation, just use your intuition and see how this fits for you. But knowing that if you are finding yourself in a situation that doesn't feel fulfilling, one beautiful way to open up the door to a situation that would be more fulfilling is to show up being your best in whatever you do, right? There's always room to grow where we're at, and sometimes that is literally showing up and interacting with others differently, but sometimes it's also showing up and interacting with ourselves differently. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I say this all the time. So what I mean by that is you can't allow new experiences into your life when you are coming to life with the same energy and the same thought processes, right? So it's up to you to see things differently. It's up to you to show up bright and shiny with your energy, and trust, have faith that you are always going to be led to more beautiful and exciting experiences. Little bug right here. Okay. And then the one that's at the top of the deck is, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. It says on the back here, my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself, I love others, and others love me. This is really just being at peace with who you are. And when you really create that acceptance and that deep self-love within yourself, you find that your judgments of others automatically begin to subside. So if you are again, this can go really well with this card about having work that's deeply fulfilling. You know, maybe you're in a work situation or some other situation, maybe it's a living situation where you are having a hard time loving and accepting where you're at or the people you're around. And this is telling you again to bring the focus back on you and your energy. This actually is exactly what I lead my clients through, because oftentimes people are coming to me saying, oh, I don't like this or that. And they're pointing to the outside experiences. And true transformation happens when we take radical responsibility and realize that when we change ourselves and our energy, that's what creates the environment that allows things to shift in our outer too. So whatever is stressing you out, whatever's not feeling fulfilling for you, you can One, affirm that your work is deeply fulfilling. You can even make this more general, say my relationships are deeply fulfilling, my life is deeply fulfilling, right? Fill in the blank for whatever you're not feeling fulfilled in. Understand that when you show up as your best, when you love and accept yourself, and you drop the judgments about yourself, the situation, others involved, you create this loving energy within yourself that automatically leads you to whatever will be more fulfilling for you. And so let me read this to you one more time. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. Oh, guys, sorry. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. Okay, realizing that it starts with you, and it says again on the back, my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. Okay. You are worthy of living a beautiful and fulfilling life. You are here to receive good in all ways. And just claiming that, you will feel a difference in your energy right now. All right, so those are your affirmations. Let's pull an angel card. See what messages the angels have for us this week. Something else that just came through in regards to the first card, the blue one that talked about your work is deeply fulfilling, is understanding that anything that's not pleasing you right now is temporary. And when you can adopt that belief, it actually allows you to relax and accept where you're at, which ironically is what allows things to shift for you. So that is a specific message for some of you. And definitely let me know how it resonates in the comments, guys. I always love hearing from you and how these resonate. Oh, wow. So this definitely is like relationships for many of you, because we pulled relationship harmony, and this is blue again. So remember how I said this it could be like a workplace, a work situation, work relationships, but it could also be just relationships in general, a specific relationship, maybe with your family, maybe a living situation. I know I'm going through that with the living situation. But when you create peace and harmony within you, you allow that situation to either be transformed, like literally the people will become more peaceful, you heal the relationships, or you at least allow yourself to have a more pleasant experience while you shift into something new. But ultimately, it starts with you to shift the energy. So this is Archangel Raguel. I think I'm saying that right. And it says here, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So yeah, very fitting with both of these here, right? Because this says, my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself and I love others and others love me. Okay, yeah, this is very, very on point. So let me read the description of the book to see if you can get any more messages. Just know too, guys, sometimes the description or exactly what's on the card maybe isn't quite how your intuition is leading you. So if you are picking up something intuitively, trust that, okay? But usually these are pretty spot on. Right, it says your prayers for personal peace have been answered, and you are to be commended for your role in ushering in peace into the situation. Visualize everyone involved, including yourself, being cooperative and open-minded, even if particular persons are not usually this way. Trust the inner guidance you receive and know that changes are sometimes uncomfortable but often necessary. Ask me to help with any aspects of relationships that need healing. Know that all relationships ultimately have blessings, growth, lessons, and love at their core, even if appearances seem otherwise. Stay focused upon this truth as much as possible. And a little note here about working with Archangel Raguel. It says, Raguel's name means friend of God, and his principal role is to create harmony and order in relationships. He has the power to resolve disputes and is often referred to as the archangel of justice and fairness. If you find yourself in a dispute, ask Raguel to act as a mediator. He will come up with a creative resolution in which everyone wins. All right, my love. So that's what I have for you this week. I really hope this resonated for you. If you liked this, please give it a heart. If you're watching on Instagram, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not subscribed, I would love to welcome you into my world. I would love to have you here, this beautiful high vibe community. And let me share with you really quickly, for those of you who would like to connect with me more, the ways you can do that. So if you're watching On Instagram, there will be my link tree in my bio, which has all the links to all the things. And if you're watching on YouTube, everything will be linked down in the description box below. So if you're looking for more free resources, there's my YouTube, there's my podcast. The podcast is, I've pushed the pause button on it. One, because I'm living near an airport where there's like, not near the airport, but there's like lots of airplanes and it's very loud, and just I've been having a hard time like feeling motivated to create like the level of content I want to for that. And also because I just have a lot going on with my personal clients and the other things I'm doing. I'm creating a bunch of courses right now. So that's just on pause, but there's a lot of good episodes that if you haven't discovered it yet, subscribe to the podcast, go dig through that. We talk about personal development, law of attraction, manifestation, all the things. Let me grab a sip of my water so you can check those out. If you are interested in learning more ways to work with me, I have a new Patreon group, which I've really been loving. I go in a couple times a week and channel messages for you, give you some journaling prompts, give you some reflections, some deep inner soul work. Sometimes I pull cards or affirmations, kind of like what I'm doing here, but it's content that's exclusive to Patreon. And that's a low entry fee. It's a monthly subscription. You can unsubscribe at any time. And the moment you join, you have access to all the prior posts. And what's really cool that I just realized is I'm able to go in and tag the post. So like, let's say you're struggling with anxiety or self-worth or forgiveness, whatever you're struggling with, you can type it in and search anything that's tagged with that. So I've been tagging all the posts appropriately. So it's a really great way to dive deeper and learn more and be part of a beautiful community. If you'd like self-study courses, I have a couple. I have Goddess Unleashed, which is really about healing your feminine energy. That program is specifically focused on helping you get into the receptive energy and clear any guilt or shame around being in your feminine energy. We cover a lot of different topics in that. We talk a little bit about sexuality, healing your relationship with like your body and your self-image. We talk about feeling comfortable receiving money. So there are a couple modules on money too, especially if you are in a service-based business and have issues around charging or your worth, right? So that's a really great course if you feel like you're struggling with being in your open, feminine, receptive energy. And then I also have emotional rehab. So this was created specifically for those of you who've experienced some sort of abuse or trauma. And just keep in mind, trauma is very subjective, right? So it doesn't really matter what the trauma was, just if you've experienced some sort of trauma and you would like to heal from that, and especially if you feel like you have unhealthy patterns and behaviors that you're struggling with healing because of that. So we work through a lot of forgiveness of self and others. We help you really get confident. I help you break the negative self-sabotage cycles and really heal your emotions so that you can be more empowered. So that's a really amazing course. And then I am working on a course to help you manifest clear skin, because for those of you who don't know, I used to struggle with acne, and for me it was very emotional. I tried all the things, and there were a lot of different things I had to do to heal my skin. There were some practical physical steps, but mostly it was like doing the internal work. So I every time I do the videos and the guided sessions for healing acne, I get such great feedback on those. So I was called to create a course to help lead you through the healing work. So that will be ready soon. I'm so excited. Before this gets too long, let me wrap it up. You can also work with me one-on-one. So I have email coaching spaces available, and I also have a couple spaces to work with me one-on-one very closely, like a very high level of support. You get access to me daily. We do weekly calls and clearing sessions, readings, literally whatever you need. So you guys can read all about this. If any of this is resonating with you, there will be links all linked in all the places I told you, so you can read up more, and obviously feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Lastly, Instagram. So I've been connecting with a lot of you on Instagram. I post sometimes different content on there. Sometimes it's some of the same content as YouTube. So feel free to join me over there. I would love to connect with you. It's just lovely to know that this work is making a difference, and I love hearing from you. So thank you to those of you who've given me wonderful feedback, and obviously to my clients. And Etsy. So I have an Etsy shop. The makeup I'm wearing right now, like a very natural lip and cheek tint, a highlighter, and a nice gentle subtle eyeshadow. I will be having those listed on my Etsy soon. I make these with just clean organic, simple ingredients for people who don't like a whole lot of makeup but want that like beautiful goddess glowy look. I have different, what do I have? I have handmade jewelry on there. I designed t-shirts and sweatshirts and reusable tote bags and mugs. So there's all sorts of stuff on there. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out too. Whew, I feel like that was a lot of announcements, but sometimes I don't want to get into all the things in the beginning of the video, but for those of you who stayed, thanks. But yeah, that's all the ways you can connect with me, guys. I'm just sending you a lot of love from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being brave and doing this inner work and being open to shift and heal, because as we do this work, guys, we are shifting and healing the planet, and it's really beautiful to see the collective rising, especially women really coming into their power, but men too, right? Like, we've all really been wounded. It's part of this human experience, and I just want you to know that you are guided, you are led, you have everything you need inside of you. And the more you can practice relaxing and reconnecting with your true self, your true nature, the more you will find that when you're feeling better, too, you're able to access your inner guidance. And with that, you are able to create a life that you really love and really get out of that survival mode of the ego and really step into your soul, which will always lead you to thrive and just experience life in a beautiful, joyful, prosperous, successful way. So my loves, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. I'm sending you love from my heart to yours. Have a beautiful week, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.